Swatting is a dangerous and malicious form of targeted harassment involving the act of making a false report to emergency services, such as hoax bomb threat, hostage situation, or murder, at a specific location. The intent is to provoke a high-risk response, typically a Special Weapons and Tactics SWAT team, thereby endangering the unsuspecting victim, overwhelming local law enforcement, and causing widespread panic. Originally confined largely to the anonymous world of online gaming, swatting has rapidly metastasized into a tool of political intimidation. High-profile incidents targeting politicians, election officials, and public advocates, a phenomenon dubbed the Season of Swatting in late 2023, demonstrate a severe escalation. This tactic is no longer a mere prank. It is a calculated act of digital aggression designed to inject real-world terror and chaos into the lives of political opponents, posing a direct threat to the safety of public figures and the functioning of democracy itself. Reasons and consequences. The shift to political targets reveals primary motivations rooted in intimidation, retaliation, and censorship. In a landscape of heightened political polarization and increasingly sophisticated digital tools, like doxing, which reveals personal addresses, swatting serves as the ultimate real-world threat. Perpetrators use it to silence dissenting voices, punish political involvement, or simply create disruptive headlines, often operating from behind layers of digital anonymity. The consequences of politically motivated swatting are multi-layered and devastating. Physical danger and psychological trauma. The immediate and most severe consequence is the high risk of violence, injury, or death. When armed officers respond to a reported murder or hostage situation, they are operating under extreme stress, creating a volatile environment where an innocent movement by the victim can be misinterpreted with tragic results. Beyond the physical danger, victims and their families experience severe, lasting psychological trauma. Financial and resource strain. Every swatting incident diverts substantial municipal resources, with costs often exceeding $10,000 per incident. This includes deploying specialized units, police cars, and emergency medical services, pulling vital resources away from genuine emergencies, and eroding public trust in emergency response systems. Chilling effect on civic participation. Perhaps the most profound consequence is the threat to democratic health. When individuals, particularly those in public-facing roles or involved in sensitive political issues, fear that their public service could result in armed police surrounding their home, it creates a powerful chilling effect. It discourages individuals from running for office, working at polling places, or speaking out on controversial topics, thus undermining the core values of free expression and open civic participation. Prediction and solutions. Prediction without decisive intervention, swatting is likely to become an increasingly common feature of the modern political landscape. As technology enables greater anonymity and political tensions remain high, this tactic offers a high-impact, low-risk, for the perpetrator, method of harassment. Future swatting attacks will likely become more technologically sophisticated, potentially integrating deepfake audio or video to make hoax calls more convincing to dispatchers. This evolution will force law enforcement to become even more cautious, inadvertently increasing the cost and delay of responses to both fake and real emergencies. The erosion of political tolerance suggests this form of intimidation will be normalized unless strong countermeasures are institutionalized. Solutions addressing political swatting requires a multi-pronged strategy encompassing legal, technological, and procedural reforms. Enhanced legal deterrence. Federal and state laws must be continually updated to specifically define and punish swatting as an act of domestic terrorism or aggravated criminal harassment, especially when targeting public officials. Penalties must be severe, including mandatory prison sentences and financial restitution orders to cover the full costs incurred by emergency services. Technological traceback and accountability. Law enforcement agencies must leverage advanced call traceback technology, like the systems used under the Traced Act, to identify perpetrators, even those using sophisticated number spoofing. Concurrently, platforms and data brokers must be held accountable for the negligent distribution of personal identifying information, doxing data that enables these attacks. Individuals should be encouraged to use data removal tools and virtual private networks, VPNs, to obscure their personal information. Procedural mitigation and training. Emergency response systems need critical upgrades. Dispatchers and responding officers require specialized, recurring training on identifying key swatting indicators, such as unusual call patterns or generic threat language. Crucially, law enforcement agencies should establish voluntary swatting registries, where public figures, election officials, and other high-risk targets can register their addresses. This triggers an internal alert upon a 911 call, allowing dispatchers to verify the threat through alternative, pre-established contact methods before deploying a high-risk response. By combining stringent legal penalties with technological advancements and proactive procedural safeguards, we can begin to neutralize swatting as a tool of political violence and restore a fundamental measure of safety and civility to public life.